YouTube friends, Diamonds and Cats here. Got a couple things coming at you tonight. See if I can get my camera straightened out so that I know you're in frame. Going into this. First off, update on my injury thing. My MRI got moved up to tomorrow at 10 a.m. And, sorry, as far as I know, my appointment with the doctor will be at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon to get my results. Hopefully that does go through. If not, she's gonna call me and let me know. So I did get this done yesterday. It is part of a kit. I think it come up pretty cute. It's a kit of little Elvish cocoa mugs. I will be working on those off and on, I think, throughout August to get them completed. I think this one come out pretty cute. This is a set of 3, they call them cow coasters. They look more like pan trivets or whatever to me. I'm not real happy with this one. I don't think the others have as much blue on the cow's faces as this one. That is really, all in all, is turning me off on this one. But we'll see. I'll finish them out throughout the month of August as well. These were all done for Diamond Grandma's #Granny's Christmas, or Grandma's Christmas, I'm sorry. And for Diamond Tita, #Radiant Red. So I've got this gingerbread bus. This one, I did not get the correct drill for these headlights. What I got was a larger size of this marquee. It was marked for the number 11 spot. So I did have these extras because I do save my drills, but all in all, I am pretty happy with this one. I just need to get it sealed and framed. I did this gingerbread fairy, again for the same 2 events. I am pretty happy. She came out really cute. I kind of questioned this one for a while, but I am happy with her as well. And then this dragon, again, both events as before. Happy with this one. I really like how she turned out. These all just need to be sealed and framed. This one is for a friend for a Christmas present. I did this for both events. I do have a good friend that likes Santa and the red Chevy truck. I'm not saying this is the Chevy, but close enough. I'm gonna frame this one and give it to her for Christmas this year. So I do have a cat hair on there, of course. Why Pharaoh decided to visit while I was working on it, or at some time after. And then over the course of the past few months, when I have time and just whenever, I have been working on a set of keychains that I will get sealed. And I'm either going to give them away. Those are occasions I'm at Walmart and somebody maybe looks like they're having a bad day. Or just wherever I may be, doctor's office or something, if somebody looks like they're having a bad day, I may give them out as just a, hey, here's a pick me up, cheer you up type of thing. So there is, let me drop it down a little bit lower for a minute, if I can. I guess I can't. There's this one, again with the blue face on the cow. I don't understand, but there's that one. I think I'm gonna send this one to my niece-in-law in Florida. She likes sunflowers. This kind of has the sunflower vibe going on to it, and I know she hasn't been feeling very well. Or maybe this one's more sunflowerish. My sister's the real cow lover in the family, but share the love and all. This one, I don't like the way it turned out. I don't like the around the face right here. I just don't care for that. My lighting is off today. I'm gonna tip this down a little bit more this way, maybe. And a little cowboy cow. And these are all keychains, they just need to be sealed. And then they're good to go. And I may just send it to my sister to give out to her ladies at the nursing home. We'll see. Also, I want some advice from you guys. I've had a few canvases coming from Temu. They're supposed to be rounds, but the canvases look off on to me. For instance, this one, I don't know if you can see it. Let me get stood up here so I can make sure you can see. Is this or is this not? I'm still fairly new to square canvases. Is this not a square canvas? Because after a video was posted yesterday or the day before by Diamond Grandma, I started thinking, and this looks like a square canvas to me. So if somebody would leave down in the comments below what they think, because this just does not look round. And I was looking at this and thinking it looked awful odd. If it is, I mean, it's way past time to send it back. I will just either order the drills in round, but I really, you know, it's Cheshire Cat, and I really appreciate that fact. So I can either order the drills in round, or, I mean, in square, or I'll just trash it all together and just save my round drills for another project. And then I also got this one. I have another one as well I was going to donate, and I realized, hey, something doesn't look right with it now that I'm thinking about it. I think I'm just going to trash that one because I really didn't like the way it looked. I've got this one as well, and I think I will reorder the drills for this one as square drills. Put this one to me again. Looks like it's supposed to be square drills, not round. So if you could let me know, but I like the saying on this of "you and me got this." So if you guys are agreeable with me, I think I'll reorder those ones, those square drills, and just save those round ones for another project for later. And then I just kind of wanted to go for newer diamond painters. Size does make a difference, and I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of what we mean when we tell you that. I know I'm still just a year into diamond painting, but I ordered this painting, and I looked at it, and I looked at it, and I looked at it, and now looking at it through the camera, yes, I can't tell what it is. But I'll compare this, which now looking at it through the camera, yes, I can see that it is Freddy Krueger. When I first opened it up, it was very hard for me to tell, okay, this is what this is. And compare it to this one of Hatter as a mugshot. Stupid glare. I mean, you can see the difference of the detail you get between this 20 by 30 and this 30 by 40. There's a huge difference in the details. So, you know, you definitely want to look at sizing. Looking at the numbers on his mugshot number compared to Hatter's numbers, there's a big difference there. The numbers on Hatter's, really the last couple of numbers are kind of hard to make out too, but just the details on like Hatter's face, even compared to Freddy, I think there's just a big difference. And with Rabbit, you know, I mean, feel free to choose what you will. I thought I was getting a bigger size. I didn't realize this was only a 20 by 30. I'm trying to get the entire series in the 30 by 40 size. So just kind of a, you know, FYI, something you might want to look at when you're buying diamond paintings. Size does make a difference. If they're not too detailed, the smaller ones are okay. But I didn't dig it out, but I got this one a second time. I meant to grab it in the smaller size, but this was a 30 by 30. I got it as a 20 by 20, and you can barely make it out. Like I said, I meant to grab it out in the smaller size, but I was really disappointed in the 20 by 20. It is just nothing but a big blob of color. It looks horrible. So that's something you really want to consider when you're picking out your sizes. Look at how much detail there is. If it's just a nice big image, 20 by 20s will render okay. But if it's a real detailed picture, the bigger the picture, bigger the size of the canvas, the better your image is going to render out. So that is something you really want to think about. And here's Pharaoh showing his butt again, literally. He's just a turd that thinks he needs to be up here and saying hi whenever I'm up here doing anything. And he's moving the camera around to get noticed. Seems like there's something else I wanted to mention tonight. Let me pick this up so you guys can see him, because he's just demanded to be on camera. There he is in all his little glory with his little messed up ear. He had to have surgery a couple years ago. He had a hematoma on his ear. Hey, there he is with his handsome face and his little messed up eye. I don't know what that's all about. We did figure out what happened there. We think he got scratched by one of our cats we used to have. That unfortunately went missing on me. But it's him and also his handsomeness. Ignore the mess in the background, as the wizard would say in The Wizard of Oz. So I got my 2 August canvases, or our 2 August kits all kitted up. But I think, I gotta get off my leg, I'm going to work on, if I can, if he'll let me, kind of starting to grid them out this evening. I don't know how, I'm not looking at my drink, thankfully it wasn't open yet. How I'm gonna do these yet, I haven't decided. I wanna use my new cat papers that I got, but I'm not sure. I want to use them on the tornado, and then either use washi tape or just mark out Johnny, which I didn't show this kit games to you guys last night, but here he is in all his audaciousness. He is just as handsome as he can be. This picture, I think it's just really nice. I think they did a really good job rendering this one. Hopefully it turns out as nice as I think it's going to. The hat's a little concerning to me, but not too bad. It's a little dark, but it's all 938 and an 8 something. I can't remember what the other number was. For the most part, the colors, there's just very few of each one. There's only a couple that have a lot. Drills. I'm just not sure how I want to do these yet. So this one is for hashtag Oz in August. And I also realized that I can use it for Diamond Grandma for August for hashtag culture, for her culture event, theme, whatever you want to call it. Because I do live in Arkansas and I do live in Tornado Alley, so this does fit that as well. So that works out good. I get to do 2 things. I thought I had one for Diamonds Tita, or Diamonds by Tita for her beach theme, but I can't find it. I had a gnome. I thought I had a partial gnome at the beach, but I can't find them. So I may or may not. Stop it. I have a snail that kind of fits the beachy theme. I may use that one. I don't. Stop it, Brett. I haven't decided yet. I may look and see if I can find something else. I have a couple 20 by 20s that may work. I feel like I just want to work on something small after these 2 big ones. This one will be my first 50 by 80. It is for Diamond Painting with Jack, with the Diamond Paint with Friends group. Jack is doing What Was I Thinking? Again, this is one of the very first canvases I bought. I bought it last year. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought this. You know, other than it was Johnny Depp, that was the only thing I was thinking about. You know, that was my one and only thought. I don't know. This one still scares me a little bit. I'm just gonna take him one luscious bite at a time, and I may just use the cat release papers and just kit up a small area, or start a section off a small area. And then when I get that area done, I'll section off another small area of them, and then just section this one off, probably with a marker, maybe. Just like some 3x3" areas. And then I'll just do like I've been doing and use a random number generator to generate which number section or which section I'm going to do, because that's just been fun. You just kind of randomly pick an area that way, and it's all in Fate's hands on which area you're going to work on. And I'll do the same thing somewhat sort of with him, according to the area I've got to work on. I might be able to get quite a bit of this marked off. I don't remember how many release papers are in here. There might be 60, I can't remember. Well, let's go ahead and start sectioning Johnny off, and we'll work on the tornado here in a little bit. I got the news today that when I called to let them know my MRI got moved up to tomorrow, I called work and I asked her if I had to drive. Work is 20 minutes in the opposite direction of my MRI. So I really didn't want to go over there for an hour's time, because I'd have to leave there at 9 o'clock to come back home, take a Xanax, because I am claustrophobic and I do need to pre-medicate before having an MRI. I cannot even handle going in feet first, waist deep. I just am that claustrophobic when it comes to the machines. So I really didn't want to drive all that way over there just for an hour, not really even get anything done. You know, just have to turn around and leave and come back this way, and then drive another 20 minutes in this direction back this way. So I asked her about that. She said she'd get back with me. And when she called, I was basically told, you know, go ahead and come back to work after I see the occupational medicine physician, which is actually an APN, but after I have my appointment with them to get my MRI results, then I go back to work. So that was actually good news. Somebody's actually finally kind of maybe listening to me a little bit. Work today wasn't bad. Actually, it was pretty nice. I work in an independent care facility, taking care of intellectually disabled adults. They are none of the sweetest little people you'll ever could meet. They range in age. I think the youngest is in his 30s, and the oldest is in his late 50s, early mid 50s, somewhere around there. I don't know. No, I think one of them might be getting ready to turn 60. Anyway, I got there. Oh, didn't go to the house, but right behind the house is we call it Jobs Plus, and it's where they go to work. Some of them are actually earn money and actually have an actual job that they do where they earn money, and others are just there for some basic, you know, like some educational stuff. And they go there every day from 8 to 2 and work or do whatever. And so they were getting ready to walk across the parking lot to go to work, or, you know, work. And they saw me, and there were some eyes that lit up, and there were some smiles, and some, oh my gosh, we miss you, and are you coming back to work, and what's wrong, and where have you been? And it just absolutely made my heart melt. And just melted that they missed me, because I've only been there since May. So it made me feel good that they missed me. And then one of them, we had COVID, a couple of clients with COVID last month. So one of them went home and stayed with his parents for probably, he'd been gone about 2 weeks, I guess, before I fell and got hurt. And so I haven't seen him in, it's been close to a month. I guess, since the last time I seen him. And as soon as he saw me, he came running right up to me and hooked his arm right around my arm, and was going to walk me over to the house. And I'm like, no, buddy, it's like, I'm over here with you guys today. And a couple times he tried trying to turn me around and walk me over to the house. And I finally convinced him that I was over there at Jobs Plus with them today. And he kept his arm hooked around mine because he knew I was on the walker, and he walked me to the door, which I thought was really sweet of him. He's a good guy. He's pretty nice. But they are the sweetest, absolute bunch of nice people that, you ever could meet. They really made me feel good today. With the greetings and the hugs and their I miss yous and, all that today. That really did me a world of good. I really needed that today. So it made me feel like, I'm wanted at my job, and it made me feel important at my job, that I'm needed. Because Lord knows I haven't been feeling that way here with the director. It made it feel like like I said, guys, I've told you guys, it made it feel like I'm, a liar and whatever. And I'm anything but that right now. So that was good. And then I got to sit at a desk, or a table actually. And I got to sit in a stationary position like I'm supposed to be doing. And I just went through boxes and basically set them up to get ready to be shredded. But I didn't have to keep twisting and keep turning my leg and any of that nonsense. I just got to sit straight and sit like I was supposed to sit and be sedentary like I'm supposed to be. So that when I got off work tonight, I was not in absolute acute pain. So that was nice. So I got home and stepped on the cat and stepped backwards on my left leg, and that hurt a little bit. Actually hurt a lot. Anyway, it wasn't the cat's fault. He stepped behind me and I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. So it's kind of his fault and mine. He knows better than to step behind me. But it was actually kind of nice. The lady I worked with today was really nice. She's like, girl, go take a break. You've been working hard enough. Go ahead and go take yourself a break. You can do that one in a minute. I got to probably, I don't know, maybe 10 boxes empty folders and everything. It's tedious work, but I figure that's probably why I got let off work until after I'm seen by occupational medicine again, because there's really nothing that I can do as a nurse. The industrial shredders are down right now. The shredder at the office is down at the moment. So there's really nothing that they need me to do. There's nothing I can do as a nurse that's sedentary. So it's kind of pointless in having me go to work. They just need to let me stay home and let workers' comp pay me. I don't want to get paid by workers' comp because it's not my full pay, and I get paid pretty darn well for my job. But, it is what it is. And it's not that I don't want to work, because I do. I would much rather be at work than be going through this hell. But, it is what it is, and I'll deal with that as it goes. If you can't tell, I'm fairly new to read these papers. I'm very particular about my section and when I'm doing these, because I like my rows to be nice and neat. I don't like to have part of a row sticking out or showing. I want a row just like completely covered or not covered. Just, I don't want it partially sticking out of there. don't want to be able to see the next row. It's got to be covered. I know it's weird, but that's me. And I promise I'm really not anal and OCD and anything like that. It's just, I don't know. When I first started diamond painting my first kid, it just said, you know, get the wax on there, grab a drill and put it on. And I mean, oh my gosh, that canvas, that plastic was such a mess. I mean, I was just cutting out chunks. I cut the first whole section of the bottom off, and it was probably that'll be all right. It was probably a 30 by 40, I think. It was it is Edward Gunch, Edward something like that, whatever that guy's name is. It was the Scream painting that I got in a book box, and yeah. I just made a horrific mess out of that thing. I fought with that canvas, I fought with those drills. I had drills go flying all over that cabin we were staying at. I mean, they literally went shooting. Because those little, the only thing I had with me was one of the little green tray that comes in the kit, you know, it literally is all you need, but you got to be real careful with it because it is extremely touchy. And it will send your drills flying. My poor husband somehow, I don't know how, I have yet figured out, he finds drills stuck to him. We don't really ever sit at the kitchen table to eat, and he'll find drills stuck to his legs. I don't know how. I don't know where they come from. But something not look right. Why does that not look right? So last night I took a new pain medication. I've never taken tramadol before. I don't. Toradol is not helping. It's not good for you anyways. I've had gastric bypass, so it's really not good for me. I'm not supposed to take NSAIDs because they can cause me to have ulcers. And I'm not supposed to take it long term anyway. And she put me on tramadol. Well, I'm on some antidepressants and stuff like that. I've talked to you guys about me, you know, having some mental health issues and some, you know, depression, anxiety, stuff like that. I'm not, you know, shy about it. It is what it is, you know. There's some PTSD and things like that going on. And, well, my medication already puts me at risk for serotonin syndrome, which is nothing to play with. And the tramadol interacts with most of my medications. And it just puts me at increased risk for serotonin syndrome. So I really needed my pain pill last night. But I was really concerned about taking it, of course, because of the increased risk of serotonin syndrome. So I didn't take my evening meds. And I didn't take my sleeping pills because, of course, serotonin syndrome, which can be really serious and really bad. Nothing you want to play with. I mean, we're talking, you could land in a coma. And so I tried to go to sleep without anything and kept laying there thinking about serotonin syndrome and, you know, here by myself, alone at night and having a seizure and good Lord, what would happen? And oh my gosh, what if I start going to tachycardia and have a heart attack? Or, you know, so I basically kicked off my anxiety full time, big time, and that wasn't good. So I got up and grabbed my phone and looked up drug interactions, and sure enough, I couldn't take my run with it because that was an increased risk. But then I looked up my Xanax, and it's like, oh yes, God bless, I could take my Xanax with the Tramadol, and there was no interactions other than increased sleepiness. I'm like, well, hell yeah, we can deal with that. I will take increased sleepiness. I ain't going nowhere anyways, but hopefully to sleep. So we went with it. And that one was like, after laying in bed for 45 minutes, unable to go to sleep, I went right to sleep. Like, I was in dreamland within minutes. So that was nice. I didn't sleep well though. I tossed and turned, and as per usual, I had the craziest dreams. I do mean the craziest dreams last night. I dreamed that, I don't even know where to begin. Goodness, where do you even start? At one point, there was, my dad passed away back in 2007, I believe. And every now and again, you know, you have dreams about your parents after they pass. You know, I take it as a sign that they're visiting me from the grave, and you know, I welcome it and I appreciate it, and you know, I love it when they come and say hi. And but for whatever reason, and I don't know why, because I haven't watched anything with sharks in it, but there was a shark hanging from the ceiling, and Dad was slicing off pieces of it and eating it. And where that came from, you got me, because I have no idea. And then my husband refers to the cats as dogs. Again, don't ask, I don't know. He calls them kitty dogs most of the time, but Pharaoh kind of acts like a protector, like a dog would, so that's kind of somewhere where that come from. But and he's always calling them deep fried kitty dogs. So I had a dream last night that one of them was a deep fried cat, and was getting ready to be eaten by a dog. So there was that, and something about me working back at the hospital. All kinds of crazy nonsense going on there. Which, I mean, that's not too awfully outrageous, because there's usually some nonsense going on at the hospital, but I'd say that was the reason I left. But the actual reason I left was because of my idiot ex trying to get me fired, and I got tired of the BS. I got tired of him flaunting his girlfriend around, so. Because that was all before we got divorced. And he did his damnedest to try to get me fired even after I walked away from the hospital. And even after we got divorced, he still tried to get me fired. He tried all kinds of good things to. He got on Facebook and called me a felon one day. And I got hauled into HR for it. I had to prove to HR that I wasn't. What a lying sack of dog poo he was. Oh, they pretty much already knew it. And I actually was one of the ones helped him get that damn job there. Because he lost his job as a truck driver because he was driving drunk. I defended that stupid son of a gun multiple times to my family. Multiple. I mean, you wouldn't believe the number of times I defended that jerk for my family. Chose him over my family for some stupid ass dumb reason. That's what 18-year-olds do, though. They don't know no better. Think you know it all and you don't know anything. But that was what it was. I made my mistake, and No, it got me to Arkansas, and it got me to Gary, and I could not be happier. The only thing that would make me happier is if I could get him on a plane to Maine so he could meet some more of my family, or if I could get him to Florida to meet my sister who lives over there. The only part of my family he's met so far is the youngest of my 3 sisters, my mom, and of course my kids. Our first date was Thanksgiving dinner, cooked by me, poor guy, where he met my family. He met my mother and my 2 kids all at once. He really got thrown into it. But he's a trooper. He's still around, so I didn't do him too much damage. That's how much of a good guy he is. He helped my cooking and my family, so. And he hasn't even met all of them yet. He hasn't met the worst part of it yet. He hasn't met my brother. And that's the worst one. My brother will put him through the ringer if he ever gets a chance to meet him. And my brother's probably gonna put me through the ringer if he sees me. We're putting up all the crap I put up with over so many years in the ex. I'm probably gonna get a good swat upside the head. Because as much as my brother thought he didn't want another sister, he is awfully protective of me. He just only thought he didn't want another sister when I was born. Because he already had 3. And they were all older than him. But, much as he hates to admit he loves me, even though he didn't want to. If he even knew half of the stuff that went on in my marriage, he would probably be down here hunting somebody down with a shotgun, more than likely. Because he would be known to try stuff like that. The baby sister that he didn't want. But again, that's family for you. You love them, but you hate them. My kids are just the same. They love to hate each other and hate to love each other. They're the best friends you could ever find in siblings. Which is great, because they're only like 15 months apart, I think. Yeah, they're 15 months apart. So they grew up as best of friends, which at the time, I wasn't real enthused about having them so close together. She was I tried for her for a long time. It took me 3 years to get pregnant with her after a miscarriage. And then 5 months later, I got pregnant with him. Turned out I was infertile due to endometriosis and didn't know it. The doctor didn't explain all the ins and outs of endometriosis to me. But it just happened to be that autumn came along at about the same time as I was due with the baby that I miscarried, which is just, I think, kind of weird, which is great though. I mean, I tell her she's my replacement baby. She's not an accident, she's my replacement baby. So, that's what happens when you go parking in the middle of winter in Maine. You get pregnant. And so I don't suggest that you do it. Not that I would do that anymore anyways. I mean, it's too old for that crap, but I know I say that, but that's another story. But that is one of my favorite things to tell my husband is that I'll walk up to him around my belly and tell him I think I'm pregnant. I haven't had a period in, how long's it been now? 11 years, 12 years, something like that. The hysterectomy back in 2013. So I'll honk up to him and start rubbing my belly and be like, baby, I think I'm pregnant. I haven't had a period in 13 years or 11 years, whatever it's been. He don't think I'm funny. I do, but he doesn't. Of course, we're 52 and 53, so. And what's funny too is our birthdays. His birthday is exactly 364 days before mine, to the day. He was born exactly 1 year and 1 day before me, which is pretty cool. His brother was born, the youngest of the 3 boys was born same year as me and 2 days before me. So, both my stepkids were born in December. Kind of cool. We got a big December. My side of the family, March is the big month. On the Richard side of the family, it's December. But yeah, I just thought that was pretty cool. We first met, he asked me what I was doing, and I told him it was my birthday that weekend. He said, yeah, mine's like the next day. And I'm like, no, it isn't. He's like, yeah, for real. I really thought he was messing with me. But he was serious. And, you know, when you meet somebody online, you just kind of, you gotta question stuff. God, this thing's got some stick to it. And there were plenty of fish that I threw back before I met him, so. You know, I think I may actually have enough of these to get up this whole, to cover this whole painting. I might just get lucky. I think I'm going crooked though. Gosh dang. And I don't see, I think I put it on my description on the other video I did, but I got this, I believe, from Diamond Painter, or however the hell you say it, I don't know. It does take a little bit to get them, but the drills all look really good. I don't look like I'm gonna have any trouble with them. They don't look pitted up or anything like that. They look pretty clean. You know, because I was taking a good look at them when I was re-kitting them. Just taking a second glance at them. They look real good. Even the ABs look great. This canvas has got a hell of a damn stick to it. So, I don't think I'm going to have any trouble with it. I'm hoping, because I've got a few canvases from them. I've got Johnny as Jack Sparrow as well. I've got another one by them. I can't think of who it is. I did get an email today that my oh Lord have mercy, Sweeney Todd canvas is on its way. So my horror hubby with the dark and creepy diamond painting, my event, that's what I'm going to use for that. So that'll be in for and be ready to go. Ordered that from Pam Diamond Painting. If anybody's interested in Sweeney Todd, I've heard good and bad things. I know I've heard bad things about customer service. I had really good luck. I emailed Pam about the question about my order, and I got an immediate answer within just a few minutes. But I've also heard that, you know, customer service isn't the greatest from there. So, you know, take that at its value. You know, I can't say yes or no because I've heard good and bad. So I just haven't had a good experience. Once the kit gets here, I will unbox it and show it to you guys and let you know what I think about it when it gets here. But hopefully, really looking forward to that one too. I did place a Rokari order Friday last week. They are another horror company, like Raven Diamond Art, which I was a little ticked off. I didn't get any. They don't get on Raven Diamond Art fast enough to get anything because internet at work was crappy, to say the least. So I got on Rokari and placed an order for a Twisted Alice canvas. It cost me quite a bit, but I mean, it was for like a, was it like a 70 by 80 or something like that, 60 by 80, I don't remember. It's a big canvas for, with ABs for $100, so I'm not gonna complain too much for a premium kit. You know, they've got some really nice canvases on there though, so if you're interested in stuff on the more darker, creepy side, I would suggest you check out Rokari. It's Rokkari. Like I said, they are a premium company. She does get a bunch of orders. She pre-orders stuff. You can order smaller sizes. Just let her know when you order in that you'd like a smaller size. In the note section, if you want special drills, none of them come with special drills, but if you want special drills, when you're ordering, just put in the notes. If you want fairy dust or ABs or whatever you might want. Like I said, I ordered mine with ABs because that's just what I happen to like. I know Mushy got, I think, metallics with hers, one of hers that she ordered. So we'll see how well that goes. Hopefully it goes well because that was a big chunk of change, but I had planned on spending at least that much at Rokari, or at Raven Diamond Art anyway, so I should have just said to heck with it and just grabbed the kit I wanted. Even though I couldn't see a picture of it, I should have just, stop it, should have just grabbed it. It was a Halloween kitty and I couldn't see the picture of it and I should have grabbed it anyway, just regardless of that. But the roofs over at work are made of copper or some crap, and internet sucks. They won't allow us to have the Wi-Fi password, so. I couldn't get loaded up fast enough to get on there, and Raven Diamond Art sells out fast. You have got to have a really fast finger. And you've got to be on there like right at 10 o'clock on Friday. They release every other Friday, so the next release should be, it won't be this Friday, it should be next Friday. Again, they're more dark and creepy type of thing, but they're not that dark. A lot of their stuff is pretty cool. I really like it. I've got the Edward, whatever his name is, the Scream is with Jet Skeleton. It's pretty cute. I've got, I did their Endless Love, really nice. It's 2 skeletons, and I really like that. It's real pretty. I did a mermaid. She's called Sea Witch. She came out real pretty. She's a lot of really confetti heavy, but she came out really pretty. So their quality's good too. They're like with any company, you know, the darker colors are kind of heavy on the trash, but it wasn't real heavy on trash. I've got it. One more kitted up. got a Raven kitted up from them. I've got an Edgar Allan Poe one I haven't kitted up yet. I need to do a Diamond Heart, a Raven Diamond Heart stash one of these days. Show you guys what I've got from them so you can get an idea, because they do bring them back. After they sell them 1 week and then they put them in what they call the graveyard, but they do resurrect them. If you kind of just, if you see something you like and it's been sold out, just let Mama Raven know, hey, you know, I really like this. And, you know, she'll bring them back by popular demand. They are a small company located in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And they kind of got blown up on the internet and on YouTube real fast. And she kind of got overwhelmed here in a hurry. And but she is bringing stuff back. She's increased her volume, I believe. They started selling AV kits a few months ago, and she really took off. And but they're a good company to support, small company, local to me. And that's part of why I like them too. Won't lie. Yeah, I am gonna have enough of these to cover this kit. Yay, buddy! I didn't think I was going to. Why am I over so far with that one? I never know. But yeah. If you know any other good sites to get dark and creepy diamond art, let me know. We're always on the lookout at Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting for good quality artwork. Not necessarily super expensive artwork, but good quality artwork. You know, we don't mind paying for it if it's worth it. But, you know, we're going to be 100% honest about what we think about the kit. So if we get on there and we don't like it, we're going to say, hey, you know, this is what's wrong with the kit. It's not going to be oh yeah, this is a great kit, blah, blah, blah. Kiss your butt. Brown knows you up to, you know, no, it ain't going to happen. It's going to be, hey, your kit sucks. This is what's wrong with it. And it's going to get blasted on YouTube. So, you know, we're not going to lie about it. But if you know somebody that's got good quality kits, more on the darker side of life, creepier side of life, doesn't have to be gore, doesn't have to be horror. You know, there's a lot of dark. That's not necessarily horror and gore. You know, you've seen my skeletons, my hearts. That's more on the dark side of things. But it's not really gory and horror. I've got a bunch of eyeballs. Some of them are kind of more on the darker side, but they're not really gory. Just got one in a couple days ago that's really cool looking. Actually, a bunch of us from Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting have all ordered the same eyeball. It's really cool. Hallelujah. Hello, look at me. I'm going to have some leftover. But yeah. I made Johnny so much cuter. Not that he could really be any cuter, but you know. I was telling you guys, me and Johnny go way back to 21 Jump Street. I remember that summer well. I was 15, and I was staying with my sister and her husband and my nephew at down in Old Orchard Beach, Maine, that summer. We're staying on the beach. Well, we're about, I don't know, it might have been not quite even a 10-minute walk to the beach. It was really cool. Loved it that summer. I was hanging out on the porch one day, just watching traffic drive by, and this guy across the street, he was really good looking. He drove a nice car. The dude was hot, and he was inviting me to a party. And he finally asked me how old I was, and I told him I was only 15, and he disappeared real fast. And he was cute though. Anyway, that was a fun summer. Look at that, I made it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left over. That's not too awfully bad, I don't think. I really like these release papers, they're pretty cute. And I wish I would have started at the bottom, worked my way to the top, but you know, it is what it is. It doesn't matter, because I'm just gonna figure out how many I have on here, and then I will do a random number generating from 1 to whatever, and count them out and see which one I'm gonna pick, and just pull it off anyway. So that's the section I'll work on. Just randomly do a section of it, just to, you know, I might get lucky and get his face, but it'll be fun. But anyway, I think that's gonna be it for me for tonight. I don't know what time it is or how long this video's been going, but it's getting hot sitting in this kitchen under this light. I think me and Pharaoh are gonna think about heading to bed. I think that's what he wants. He's up here hanging out with me again. All his kitty furness. So glad you guys got to see a good picture of him tonight. Got to really get to see him tonight. I don't know where Moxie Lou is at. She's hanging out somewhere, probably sleeping on my bed. But hope y'all have a great night. You know, like my sister Karen Sue says, you know, be nice. Try to do something positive for somebody else. Smile at them. Tell somebody, you know, if you walking by, have a nice day. If they look like they're having a bad day, you know, say hi, hello. You know, ask them how they're doing. Maybe just, you know, start up a conversation, or just try to do anything you can to kind of maybe brighten their day just a little bit. If you do keychains or stuff like that, maybe carry them with you, and consider giving one away to somebody. And he's back. Whoops. Sorry, guys. And he's back.